Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to our apostle, that was great. Your son, we will. Right. Peace and sanitation, all the occupants pushing this truth with our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, 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 man. Just another week coming back in the spirit, man. Hey, like we say, man, hey, this times that we're living in are very troubling times ahead. We're seeing a lot of things that's happening globally and here in Babylon the Great that's going to affect these people in upcoming weeks, man. These people, they're not aware of what these so-called elites and so-called Rothschilds or so-called Illuminati are doing behind the scenes to usher in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Right. So, hey, brother, can you give me that Jeremiah 15?
Jeremiah 15:1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be toward this people.
My mind cannot be towards these people. These people he's talking about are the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, which make up the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Right. That's what he's speaking about. Why? Because keep going.
It says, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind cannot be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth.
And that's what the Lord did, man. He cast us off as a nation, man. He scattered us amongst all the heathen nations. Can you give me Ezekiel 36, 19, off the shot? The Lord scattered us to the four corners of the earth. Because what Jake like to do? Jake like to take on the customs and the ways of these heathen, man. Yep, right. And what's coming up in a week or so, man? The so-called Christmas shit, man. And who was the main one out here buying up all this goddamn shit for this damn holiday? You Negro, Latino, Native American.
Especially when you don't got it.
Yeah.
Right? We in the time of inflation, shit is real, expensive, you know. But Jake gonna do everything in his power to continue the ways of these pagans, these heathen, you know.
Ezekiel 36 and what? 19.
This is Ezekiel chapter 36 and verse 19, and it reads, it says, "And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries."
And they were dispersed amongst the countries, man. Why? Because they sent forth, the Lord sent forth that anger amongst us, man. Right. And he cast us off as a nation, man. And why? Because Jake is still in that same mind state, man, doing the same shit they've been doing, going all the way back to the time of Egypt, man. Right. Keep going.
Ezekiel 36 and 19, "And I scattered them among the heathen, and they were dispersed through the countries, according to their way, and according to their way, and according to their doings, I judged them."
I judged them according to their ways and their doings. What was Jake doing? Sacrificing the idols. This is the same shit Jake's doing to this day, man. While all hell's about to break loose, Jake is offering up these sacrifices to this fucking damn idols, man. These pagan idols that go back to ancient Egypt, man. That go back to ancient Babylon. All these ancient empires that we was in captivity. Jake is offering up these sacrifices to these guys, man. Which is gonna lead them to utter destruction, man.
Chapter 17, all right, bear with me. All right, this is Kings, chapter 17, and we'll start at verse 34. This is the point that the brother was making. All right, this is 2 Kings 17, verse 33, and it reads, it says, verse 34, it says, "Unto this day," talking about Israel, all right, you Israelites, "unto this day they do after the former manners. They fear not the Lord Yahweh by Shai, neither do they after their statutes."
And hey, it said after this day they do after the former manners. That means they're doing what? They're upholding the customs of the land. That's what they're doing. The customs of the heathen, man. Keep going.
It said unto this day. They're still forward in the same pagan idols. Guys still hold on to these false doctrines, basically the ways of the heathen. Unto this day they do after the 2 Kings 17 and 34. "Unto this day they do after the former manners. They fear not the Lord Yahweh Shai, neither
they fear not the Lord Yahweh Shai. Because if they feared the Lord, they wouldn't be doing the customs of the heathen, man. Right. Because the fear of the Lord would persuade men. The fear of the Lord, they would be doing what the Lord commanded them to do, and that's cast away these damn idols, man. What are they doing? They uplifting these idols, man.
Right. Because when you go back to the sons of God, what was the fall? Because of what? Heathen idol worship.
Idol worship. Yep.
You know, it's the same way to this day, man. The idols of the heathens has always been a stumbling block, a stronghold over our nation. You know, It says, neither do they after the statutes or after the ordinances or after the law a commandment which the Lord Yahweh commanded the children of Jacob, whom he named Israel.
And what was the first commandment, man? Putting out another God before you. And that's what, is that not what they do?
Yep.
They put all these other guys in these heathen nations up above Yahweh Shah, man.
Right.
They cast them down in the sight of men.
It says, verse 35, with whom the Lord Yahweh had made a covenant and charged them, saying, you should not fear other gods, nor bow yourselves to them, nor serve them, nor sacrifice unto them.
And that's what they do, man. So, fucking Thanksgiving, Christmas, all these fucking Valentine's Day, all these damn pagan holidays, they're sacrificing to these other gods, man. You're offering up wicked ass sacrifice in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, man. Right? Because your sacrifice is not according to the ordinance of the law. You're putting up a sacrifice according to these fucking false idols, man. Right. Especially Jesus the Christ, man.
Which is a wicked sacrifice, man. And it's going to be received just as Cain's wicked sacrifice was received as what?
Right.
You know, Lord, he rejected it, man.
Yep.
He didn't take that on, man. That's what a lot of you Jakes are going to soon realize, man.
That's right. Paul said he'd rather have obedience than sacrifice.
That's right.
Jay gonna let these holidays go. You know, like the elder said last night, the Dallas camp. You know, it's 2022. You ain't researched Christmas. You don't understand what these holidays go back to. These pagan holidays, right? And that's why a swift judgment is going to start at the house of God first. Because you niggas that these niggas out here that celebrate Christmas, they know they Israelites, right? We're in a time where the knowledge of Israel is all throughout the earth right now. But Jake's still going to be a stiff artist.
Why the Lord go jack him up. Back in Jeremiah 15:2, and it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. Jeremiah 15:2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
This is Judges chapter 10 and verse 13. Yet you have forsaken me and served other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14, Judges 10 and 14. And go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen.
That's where you need to go. Go cry unto the gods that you have chosen. Don't come up trying to seek refuge in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Don't be trying to seek after the men of the Lord when all hell breaking loose, man. Keep going.
Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation.
Let them deliver you. Let Jesus the Christ, white man Jesus, deliver you when all hell break loose.
Allah.
Let Allah, Buddha, all these so-called pagan, all these so-called false idols, let them save you in the time of Jacob's trouble. When it's a famine of food, when it's a lack of resources, when the power go out, man. Let them save you from when all hell is breaking loose, man. Because it's about to be a dog-eat-dog world out here very, very soon, man. Yep. When this damn power go out, man, your neighbors is going to look at you as the enemy. Because why? Because they're going to be lacking resources, and they're going to see you as what? The enemy that they have to get so they can get what they need out of your household, man. Right. And it don't matter what they're going to have to do. They're going to be laying down lives just to survive, man.
Right. Yeah. Everybody's going to be, for themselves that day, man. So them idols that you trust into, you're going to see that they're no gods, man. That's why the Lord said that, because he's going to give you over to whatever plague or judgment that he sees fit for you.
Yep. Because we're in a time now where ain't no excuse for Jacob. John 15:22. There ain't going to be no cloak for your sins. The Lord has made this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding abundant, man. All right? The Lord has allowed this thing to explode all over the uniform, man. Every Jake and his mama know they're an Israelite right now, man. So when a mass death takes place, when the severe judgment of our power takes place, all right, hey, Lord willing, the blood be off our hands, man. We did our job, right? Because hey, we're in a time, just adding on to what the brother's going into, we're in a time where wisdom is getting ready to withdraw herself, man. Famine of the word, man.
Romans 10:17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God.
And that's why we tell you, Jason, take heed to the prophets, man. That's right. It said faith come by hearing, man. Keep going.
It says, and by hearing by the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. What I say, have they not heard?
Have they not heard? Like the brother said, man. This truth is made abundantly, man. You can get the truth on the internet, various social media platforms. This truth is out here, man.
You ain't know?
You ain't know? You ain't know? Come on, man. It's, like the elder said last night, it's year 2022. How the hell you don't know you're an Israelite, man?
Yeah, but they do. Because this whole Kyrie, we're going to keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving and Ye's situation, everybody talking about the Israelites, and you had the whole Hebrews to Negroes documentary. Now everybody's watching it. Everybody knows that Israelite.
That's the top selling thing on Amazon right now.
Selling.
Yo, everybody's talking about, oh yeah, I watched that, man. Yeah, we are Israelites, man. It makes sense. We are the real Jews. You know? So that shows you Jake ain't got no excuse to make that. He says, what I say, have they not heard?
You ain't know?
Damn. Shit.
Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the earth.
Hey, the sounds went into all the earth, man. Why? Because Jacob was scattered amongst all these heathens to the four corners of the earth, man. And what happened, man? The gospel was preached to the four corners of the earth. We didn't have to buy no damn plane ticket to go to Ghana, to go to Europe. Exactly. We didn't have to do that because the Spirit of the Lord, as you go in Isaiah the 34th chapter, around the 17th verse, it said, through the Spirit I have gathered. Yeah. So the 15, so the Lord, so the Lord have gathered the elect of the nation of Israel, man.
And that was through the purpose of the unicorn.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes.
Can I add on to you? Can you give me Proverbs 1 and the last two verses? So all of this, you didn't know, you're trying to pretend, you're trying to close your eyes and your ears, it ain't gonna work, Jay.
No, it's not.
Give me that real quick. Last two verses.
This book of Proverbs chapter 1, verse 32, it says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
See that? The turning away of the simple shall slay them. In your simplicity, Jake, you're going to be slayed out here, man. And for your willful ignorance. Because the scriptures say what? They're willfully ignorant.
Yeah. Because the things that we're telling our people to look out for, they don't think, we went into this last night, that Esau is really capable of doing what we're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Like this nigga, Esau ain't gonna be able to control the whole world with no one curse, you know? Esau wouldn't starve out his own people.
Right.
Esau wouldn't kill us, man. Hey man, the white people love black people, man. They wouldn't do that, man.
But he go to these other foreign so-called third world countries and he do it all the time. That's the simplicity of Jake, man.
Jake's gonna have to learn the hard way, man.
Hey, but the scriptures say my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Go ahead.
God, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 32. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and in the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Yeah, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Go ahead, finish that.
God, verse 33. But whoso hearkens unto me shall dwell safely.
But whoso hearken unto me, but whoso listens to me shall dwell in safety. This is what the Lord said. Go ahead.
And shall be quiet from fear of the evil.
Right, because you're going to be covered. Yep. You're going to be covered under the shadow of the Almighty, man, which goes back to the Lord's protection, man. Yep. So all this pretending and acting stupid, because that's what Jake do. Yeah. Jake good at acting like he don't know what the hell is going on.
That's it.
They the master of that shit, man.
Big ass smile.
I didn't know. Hey, you learned that from an early age. Why you do that? I don't know.
Right.
No, you know damn well, man. But Jake, that's Jake nature. So the Most High is gonna give Jake over to that, man.
Exactly.
I got another one real quick. Hebrews 4:2. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. They don't believe the words that we're telling them, man. They don't believe that we're literally at the end of the world. They don't believe that this devil is about to come down with great wrath, to put a lot of these people to death, man. They also don't believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to return and redeem his people. That's right. You know? So this message is coming out here about people thinking it's just the Israelite man. Like we always reference the video of Elder Black, y'all did, man. Are you going to be an Israelite when shit hits the fan, though? You know, when it's not cool to be an Israelite with, you know, you going to be a target for walking around with the fringes on and shit?
Turn that around.
Yeah, that's wild. I can't even do it. Get that on camera.
This is what I'm saying, man. You women that had this liberty, oh my God, man. All this shit gonna come to an end, man. This whole feminist idea, philosophy, that these women have
Okay, we
adopted,
get it.
man, by listening to the serpent, man. Man, these women gonna get
Keep it
up
right.
out here.
You gonna get it right there. Turn it down.
You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man.
It's cold as hell.
It's cold as hell out here. This bitch ain't got nothing on.
No draws, nothing.
No draws, no nothing, man.
Nothing.
This shit gotta stop. This is what we telling you, Jake, man. Right? The Most High is about to.
Tired of you, nigga.
He gonna get, man. He about to get busy on Jake, man.
You give me Ezekiel 9
I wish I had caught that on camera, man.
Ezekiel
That shit is ridiculous, man. This
Yeah,
is
you
Ezekiel
got
chapter
some
9. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. Because as we talked about earlier, judgment gonna start at the house of the Most High first.
Yep. You niggas gotta go, man. This shit is just like we've been saying for years, man. Years. Have you seen niggas lately, man?
Shoot,
This shit.
Have you seen me?
Have you seen it? This shit is embarrassment, man.
Right.
We don't. This is why we don't even fucking associate ourselves with you fucking niggas, man. You got that, bro?
Ezekiel 9 and 4, and it reads, And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai said unto him, Go through the midst of this. Man, matter of fact, let me start up. All right? We'll start at the top. This is Ezekiel 9 and 1. And it reads, Ezekiel 9 and 1. That shows you how the spirit works. The Lord said He's going to sift the tares from the wheat. Because when you looked at them face value, you would have thought, you know what I'm saying? That's heavy, though. Ezekiel 9 and 1, and it reads, He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, Cause them to have charge over the city to draw near, every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. So the Lord is basically calling the angels to perform the judgments. Get ready. Verse 2. And behold, 6 men came from the way of a higher gate, which lied toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand.
Killing it.
Damn. And every man a slaughter weapon in his hand, and one man among them was clothed in linen, with the writer's inkhorn by his side, and that's the angels having the records of every man's deeds that they've done on the earth.
Yep. Every man must be prepared before the judgment seat of the Lord, man.
Come on, man.
The angels are messengers, man.
That's right. And they also come in the way of men too. It says, with the writer's inkhorn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. Verse 3, and the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and he called the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. Verse 4, Ezekiel 9 and 4, and the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai said unto him, Go through the midst of the city.
So he's telling the angels, go through the midst of the city, man. Through the midst of the city, and the city represents Jerusalem. Go through the midst where all these niggas is scattered, man, and keep going.
Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And that mark represents a mark of exemptions for the men that's actually doing the work.
Yeah, the Dawah.
The Dawah, the one that's taking heed to what's going on, man. That's the ones that sign and crime. For all this wicked shit that's going on, the ones on the highways and hedges, and putting their life as a spiritual sacrifice for the Lord, those are the ones that's going to get the Dawah, man.
Yeah.
Not you niggas that just sitting on the side. You know you people are weird, man. You people are through, especially you Jace. You look at Esau as an upright citizen. When this guy, everything, his whole existence is fucking off, man.
It's anti-Messiah.
It's anti-Messiah.
Anti-life.
Anti-life, yes. Keep going.
Ezekiel 9 and 5, and it reads, And to the others he said, in my hearing, Go you after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Don't have no pity on these niggas, man. And the angels ain't gonna have pity, man. The angels gonna be doing what the Lord commanded them to do. They love doing the bidding of Yahweh while Yahweh shot, just like us, man. They love doing what the Lord commanded them to do. The Lord commanded them to go through the city and put their ass to death, man.
I gotta get that. I'm gonna hold where I'm at, but I gotta get that. That's a good point. The brother said that the angels love doing the bidding like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's Isaiah 13. It's Isaiah 13 and 3. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. Who are the sanctified ones? The prophets. It says, I have also called my mighty ones. Who are the mighty ones? The angels. For my anger, you see? I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. So like the brother said, the angels love doing the bidding and the judgments of the Lord.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, and Satan does the work for the Lord too. As you go in Job, the 2nd chapter,
Yeah.
for you so-called Christians that think Satan is the one out here causing an uproar, man.
He's an angel on the left-hand side.
Exactly,
He's an employee.
He's an employee. He has a great job, man. And his job is to do what? To reap what you niggas is owed, man. And you owe destruction. You owe death through pain, man. Because you guys don't want to take heed to the Lord, man.
Right. Back in Ezekiel 9 and Ezekiel 9 and 5 again, it says, and unto the others he said in my hearing, go ye after them through the city and smite, let your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Don't have no pity on her. Don't cry. Don't sit here and when she's crying and when all that hell is breaking loose, don't have no pity on her. Especially all these goddamn baby mamas and these goddamn independent women.
Yeah,
These whores. Don't have no pity on these women, man. Keep going.
Verse 6, slay utterly old and young.
Slay utterly old and young. So the Lord say utterly old and young, just like in the time of Noah. What happened in the time of Noah, man? All these people got put to death except Noah and his 3 sons, man.
Right.
And their wives, man. That's coming again.
8 people, man.
8 people out of all the people on earth that was saved from that destruction, man.
Yep.
What more so the time we're living in now? Yep. That shows you we're in the same time, because the Lord said what? He's going to return the same time at the time of Noah. Yep. They was drinking and giving unto marriage. These people ain't paying attention to the times of season that's going on.
Right.
Keep going.
It says, slay utterly old and young.
Your grandmother, your papa, your auntie, slay them. He going to put them to death, man. Keep going.
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
Both maids and little children and women. So it mentioned women 2 times. Because why you women got all this damn liberty to gad abroad and do what you want, man, with no accountability.
Yep.
Here it is, we trying to tell you what's coming is really going to be detrimental to you Negro, Latino, Native American women, because y'all ain't going to have no refuge in that day. But what you want to do? You want to buck up, you want to scoff, you want to call us a bunch of grapes, if you know what I'm talking about. You want to scoff the men of the Lord, not knowing that the Lord is marking you, man. He's marking you for death, man.
Hey, and 2/3 is a very large number.
I was about to say,
Hey, 2/3 is a large number, man.
you vaguely outnumber, not vaguely, you greatly outnumber men. 7 to 1.
Yeah, it's more women on the earth.
It's 7 women to 1 man.
Yep.
So that's how you know the majority of these women that's going to be put to death out here is you got them Negro, Latino, Native American women.
Yep.
You the biggest sluts, whores, witches, straight up demons, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And you're leading these men to their destruction.
Yep.
You're the new head of the house.
Exactly.
You had the little chick, the dance hall chick, Shazia, whatever her name is, talk about women are the new men.
Yeah, see, it's madness, man.
And they're leading the charge with that shit, man. They're leading the charge with the abortion rates.
Isaiah 3, get that.
They're leading the charge with the abortion rates. All these guys, everything you see going on in the Black and Hispanic Native American communities, the damn woman is ahead, man. She's controlling what goes on.
Yeah.
Why you think majority of them jakes in the prison system are single parent households, man? Because the mother is the one letting this nigga just be a fucking monster, man.
These houses are headed by the matriarchy. Big mama,
Yep.
and no big daddies, man.
Prime example, that demonic 10-year-old that shot his mom because she didn't buy him a. Yeah. That's an example. See, that's what happens when the father's not in the house. See what I'm saying? That's a primary example when the father is no longer is not present in the child's life. That kid becomes a fucking monster.
Yeah,
man.
A statistic.
Yeah.
Jake, and after that, the Jake choked his grandma to death too.
You see what I'm saying? And there's been a lot of kids bugging out like that because why? The father ain't in the house, man. Can I get, before you get that, give me the one where it says mothers root up out the foundation. Give me that real quick, man. Because scripture said that the father is the one that establishes the house.
Yeah, the mother pulls out all the foundations.
See what I'm saying? It's detrimental when the father is not in the picture, man. Right? This is why the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, they fill up the prison.
Yep.
And that's all by design, man. That's not a coincidence. Right? That the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American make up the highest population in prison.
Yep.
And that's all by design, man.
Yep.
That's all thanks to feminism.
Yep.
That's a byproduct of feminism, man. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 9. For the blessing of the father established the house
See that?
of the children.
The blessing of the father establishes the house of the children. Right? The father is the anchor, the foundation. He's the pillar. Go ahead.
It says, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation.
And we see a product on the earth today of the curse of the mother.
Right.
Single parent homes. Single parent homes result into what? To the dysfunction of the family.
Yeah.
It results in the dysfunction of the child.
Yep.
This is nothing but confusion.
Yeah. Like I said, they grow. A woman can't bring forth a stable house structure. They said that the best children are raised by dual parents or by a single father.
Yeah.
Or by a single mother. It's a bad environment.
Yeah.
I got the statistics real quick.
Yeah, that's the destruction of the nuclear family.
Yeah. This is one. It says going into how feminism is a failure, but it says 72% of inmates in state prisons were raised by single mothers.
See?
It says 77% of black children are born to unwed mothers in single mother households.
Right.
That, like you said, it brings forth dysfunction to the child. Because the child, scripture tell you, train up a child from the beginning. So rough paraphrase. The father's supposed to instill foundation into that child, which is the law, statute, commandment, and the mother's supposed to enforce it. You know, but with the father not being there, woman can act how she wants.
And this curse, the curse of the mother, where it said the curse of the mother ruled our foundation. The curse is what plagues our people, man.
Yeah.
You don't see Moab dealing with that shit. You might have a couple of Edomites, but it's not the majority.
Hey,
you know.
For example, you don't see no damn Ish people doing that.
Thank you.
They women don't even look at that shit, and they get feminism far from them.
Right.
Because them niggas keep the laws according to how the family's supposed to be ran amongst themselves.
Right.
You know?
Right.
They don't even let their women even congregate with somebody else that's like that big person. You know? So that lets you know. And this is why the Most High is going to judge our people, man. Because they refuse to come back to the way of the scripture, man.
That's right.
You know? Because these scriptures bring in order.
I'm gonna bring up it's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 57. And it says, toward her young, we started at verse 56. It said, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicacy and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband.
That's describing how feminine and gentle our women used to be, man. Saying her foot wouldn't even touch the ground, man. You know? It said that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set her sole or foot upon the ground for the delicateness and her tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband.
He said her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. And you see the mindset of women. The modern woman today is like, look, fuck men.
Yep.
Men ain't shit. I don't need a man. That's her eye. That's her eye being evil towards her husband.
They started a gender war. And that really goes, it's the curses, but then the women legislator personified that even worse.
Yes.
You know, because they actually put the woman against the man because they look at the man as weak, which a lot of our men are weak.
Right.
You know? Right. They're like, why would I respect you when you can't even protect me? You know?
Yeah, see, masculinity is shunned in this society. When you try to exercise any form of masculinity, it's looked at as being toxic. It's looked at as being fucking evil.
Unless it's coming from the woman.
Right.
You can be as masculine as you want.
Yeah, the woman can be a fucking man all she wants to.
Yes, do it. Hey, she
Avoid
do
it
what she
all.
wants. Yep.
Taking testosterone and shit. Bitches be in the gym lifting weights. Bigger
Whoa.
than niggas in the gym.
Swallow it down, man.
That's the society we live in, man.
That's backwards, man.
Come on, man.
That's all.
Bitch be in the gym looking brolic as hell, bro.
They brag about how they killing the man's seed, man. You know?
Oh, they make the music videos and songs about the shit, man.
Yeah, you fuck nigga free, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna see how that work out for
Right,
you.
we're gonna see how all that tough talk work out in the day of the Lord's wrath. Go ahead.
And it says, her eye shall be evil towards her husband,
Yep.
her bosom towards her son, and towards her daughter.
So it's not only she was gonna be evil towards her husband, she was gonna be evil toward her kids.
And we've been seeing an uptick of that shit like crazy, man. You know, these women are careless with they see, man. That one, the chick left her baby at the house for like the weekend to go club.
Yep.
Oh, came back and the baby died from starvation.
Left him in there 6 days by himself. A little girl. Yeah, I think it was like 6 days or some shit like that.
Yo, that's even worse.
Then the one you brought on, one of y'all brothers brought up about the chick that jumped in front of the train.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She couldn't bear it.
Yeah,
She couldn't bear
that's
being a
selfish,
baby
man.
mama.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, shit, if you're gonna commit suicide, do it your goddamn self. Don't take your kid.
But
You know what I'm saying?
even about killing them, you destroying the family because of your emotion. That's you. They take down the kids too.
Yes.
Because you deprive the children of their father all because you mad that nigga. He don't want to be with you.
Right.
You castrate this man, you know, through the court system because he don't want to be with you, man. You know. So this man can't properly take care of his seed because you're raping him in the damn child support court.
Yeah, because she want to check, man.
It's fucked up.
You know, a lot of these kids grow up messed up because the mama want a goddamn check.
Mama want to live good.
Yeah, she want to live good. She want to be a hoe. All right, instead of being a stable mother and taking care of the house.
Now you got these women purposely getting these men pregnant just for the fact that they can get a check from them.
That's it, man. This society got to go. You don't see that?
I forgot what basketball player it was. It was years ago when Sean Kemp had a bunch. He started having a bunch of kids, and they were saying them bitches was freezing his damn sperm and
Yeah,
shit.
the turkey basements.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
A lot of athletes and celebrities they got guys. That's why a lot of them make these women sign NDAs, so they can't do that. Right. They can't play them. You know.
You got it, right? Yeah, let me find it.
I'm gonna keep reading.
That's all good.
I'm gonna read it again. This Deuteronomy chapter 28. Huh. Yep. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 57. It said, and toward her young one that cometh out between her feet, and toward her children which she hath buried. And it says, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege of straightness.
Right. Now this was going into 70 AD, but you can apply this to this point because these women are literally sacrificing their children to get up in society. You know, like I said, you'll have a baby just for the sole purpose of them getting rich. Well, a lot of them are really now they're having babies just to flaunt on Instagram like it's a damn toy, man. You know, goddamn dress them up like a little nigga and shit. You know, so they get likes and stuff, man. You know, they don't take care of the child, man. They have them and they go throw them on the grandparents and they go be a hoe for the weekend, man.
And it says, in the wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
Yeah, get Lamentations 4 and start up at 2.
Book of Lamentations, chapter 4.
Start at 2 and read down to 9.
Lamentations 4 and 2. The precious sons of Zion compared to fine gold.
Yep.
How are they esteemed as earthly pictures?
Right, so here it is. We compared to fine gold. Yep. Right? And then we're esteemed to earthen pictures, man. Yep. We went from gold to basically trash.
Worthless.
Right.
It says, the work of the hands of the potter, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel.
The daughter of my people has become cruel. It's talking about the Israelite woman.
Yep.
She has become cruel, man. Yep. Right? She's taking on that feminism ideology. Yep. Right? She has this demonic masculine spirit now. She's out of order. Right? She won't take any. In her mind, she don't got to bow down to authority.
She has no responsibility.
No accountability or nothing. That's the modern woman today, man.
Yeah.
The modern Israelite woman.
Right. It says, like the ostriches in the wilderness, the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them.
Right, and that's the point, man. She's become cruel.
No, these women won't even breastfeed.
Nope.
They won't breastfeed because they don't want their titties to sag when all they gotta do is just massage them with olive oil, man. And that shit, that'll solve the lift and all that, man. But because they want to keep the aesthetic of these damn Coke bottle figures, they don't want, they to the point now, they don't even want to have children for that. It's gonna destroy my body. Well, bitch, you were put here to have children.
Right. Yep.
No, it's simple.
A lot of them be on drugs, drinking and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Weed and
shit.
Baby come out already strung on cocaine and shit. You couldn't stop that, your habit.
Motherfucker have breathing problems and shit.
Because she didn't want to give up them habits for them 9 months.
And that show you that these women are fucking cool. They cool, they lack accountability.
Selfish.
And then purposely get a child poisoned through Gerber and all the other bullshit on that baby products, man.
Right. Breast milk it's a natural. It has all the.
It has your natural ingredients.
Yeah, it has all the things you need.
Everything that's needed for that baby's development comes from breast milk. You don't need nothing else.
Especially the brain function.
Because a lot of them, they can't, even if they want to breastfeed, they can't because their lifestyle choices.
It's toxic. Yes. A lot of these bitches, I talked to this bitch at work like 2 months ago. She said, I don't even drink water. And I'm like, damn. I was in my head like, that box dirty. You know that thing. You know that thing is dirty.
That's why they was panicking when they had the baby food shortages, right? You know, go ahead,
Isaiah 3 and 5. Isaiah 3 and 5. Beautiful. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another.
Go down in that chapter. It's like it's like Isaiah 3 and like 10 somewhere there. 11, 12.
Oh yeah, 12.
Yeah.
Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Yep.
And the children, this talking about Esau.
Yep.
And it says, and women rule over them.
And women rule over them.
Double E. Esau and Eve.
Oh my people, they would lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path.
See that going back to the woman. Yep. She calls our people to error and they destroy the way of the past.
And what's a good example of that? BLM. Whose mission statement was to destroy the patriarchy of the family.
Destroy the nuclear family, man. Bring in basically what we've been saying, feminine.
In the NLT, it says, childish leaders oppress my people, and women rule over them. Oh my people, your leaders mislead you and send you down the wrong road.
The grandmother's the head of the household. Can't nothing get by her knowledge. It's her say so.
Right.
The father, the papas and the father have no leave authority in the house.
Right.
That's the curses of the Negro, Latin, Native American, and Hispanics, man.
Right. It's like they lead them down the wrong path because when the man tries to establish order, the women bucks up, and the man pretty much bends knee to her, man. You know, he pedestalizes her ass, man. So when it's time for the pretty much the record to be set, the man can't establish his foundation because the woman won't let him.
And that leads to disorder through the house. Now the kids is bucking up. Once the woman bucks up, then they gonna try you, man.
The children take on what they see. So they see that the man's not respected by his mom. Why would they respect him?
Yeah, that's why we need Yahweh Shai to come back onto the earth and restore order.
Yeah.
Right? Can I get that? Acts 3 and 19. Right? So you really in the spirit of the Lord, you want the Lord to come back and restore order. You want the earth to go back to how it's supposed to be.
Keep saying it. This modern day ain't working.
It ain't working.
This is Acts chapter 3, verse 19. Repent ye therefore and be converted.
Yeah, see, that's the spirit. You're telling our people to repent. Meaning to what? To come back to the Lord in his good graces.
Right.
So that you may be able to receive of his mercy. Go ahead.
It said that your sins may be blotted out.
And that's the goal of all of us, right? We want our sins to be blotted out, man. We want to be found blameless in the sight of the Lord. Not being judged with the rest of this world. Go ahead.
It says, when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
What is the refreshing? The Lord is getting ready to reset the planet. You're talking about the Thanos snap. Right? He's about to get rid of 2/3, man. Okay? Go ahead.
God. Verse 20, and it says, and he shall send Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which before was preached unto you.
That's right.
Whom the heaven was received until the times of restitution of all things which Yahweh has spoken by the mouth of all his prophets since the world began.
Yeah, the restitution. Can you put it up in the dictionary? So Yahweh Shai is coming on the earth to bring the restitution of all things.
Restoring of all things good.
That's it. He said that in Revelation, what, 20:21?
21, yeah.
That behold, I make all things new.
Right.
Okay?
That goes hand in hand with restoration, making it new, man.
Yep.
It says restoration is
Restitution.
restitution. It says the restoration.
Yeah, restoration.
Restoration.
It says restoration of a true, it says of a true theocracy. All right? A theocracy is when you have the Most High ruling. All right? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai. Okay, King David. The 12, the 144,000. That's what you call a true theocracy.
True order.
True order. It says of the perfect state before the fall. And that's going back to the time of Adam and Eve. So the earth is going to go back to what? The Garden of Eden. Paradise. Right? It also says, all right?
That's what us the people.
Exactly.
We're gonna go back to being those perfect beings that won't sit anymore, man.
Right. Restoration not only of a true theocracy, but also of that more perfect state of even physical things which existed before the fall.
Everything's gonna go back to the way the Lord created it to, like in Genesis. When the Lord said it was good, all right? The planet, the animals, the people, the Lord said it was good, he made everything perfect. But through the sin, starting with the serpent, bring that philosophy, man, everything began to fall, man. And Esau's influence got bigger and bigger in the world. Like you said in the Maccabees, man, evil multiplied throughout the earth, man.
Ooh, man, can I add on to that? Romans, the 1st chapter, right? They worship the creature more than the creator. Read down. Okay? This is why society is in the state that it's in. There's no order of the Lord. The law, statutes, commandments don't exist here. Right? Whole Habakkuk 1 and 4.
This is the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 25. Who changed the truth of Yahweh to a lie?
Right. Who changed the truth of Yahweh by Shemashah to a lie? Esau did that. How did Esau do that? By the way of these what? These wicked philosophies.
That's right.
All of these ways that are contrary to life. Homosexuality, transformism, pedophilia, bestiality, worshiping Satan, man. You worshiping yourself. Hey, everybody's into that shit. Witchcraft. Right? He changed the truth of the Most High to a lie.
Everything that goes against the Al-Bashir ways is what has led to this world being in this current state.
Anti-Messiah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Al. Read it again.
It says Romans chapter 1 verse 25. Who changed the truth of Yahweh to a lie?
Yep.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Right, these people worship and serve the creature more than the creator. He turned the ways of the Most High into a lie. This is why he gave you evolution. This is why he gave you Big Bang. Right? This is why he gave you Christianity. Islam, man. All right? All these false religions, which all stem from what? The Roman Catholic Church. Right?
It says, who is blessed forever and mine.
Yeah, keep going, Doc.
It's in verse 26, man. Verse 26, and it says, for this cause Yahweh gave them up into a vile affection.
Right. See? And for this cause, Yahweh Shemashah gave all these people up to their vile affections, their own ways. Right?
It says, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right. And the modern women we see today, all these women are bisexual, pansexual, studs, dykes. You know? That's like the thing now, man.
They're with anything that's being pushed now.
Right.
They say that's what they said. They mess with dogs, people, nature. Yeah. These women fuck anything now.
Right. This is Babylon the Great.
Hey, one of the elder brothers showed a video in the chat of a woman letting a dog eat her box. You know? Just lapping that shit up, man. That shit was terrible, man. But that's the society that we live in, man. These people got hella spirits and demons on them, man. And a lot of these bitches, they practice witchcraft, man. They be into them tarot card readings, astrology, reading the heavens, talking about I pray to my ancestors and my dead relatives and shit. That's all fucking Satanism, man. And these people are heavy into that shit, man.
You know? And that's pushed in America. The little Freemasons, got them skull and bones,
Fortune
all that
telling.
shit. All that shit goes back to witchcraft, man. That's showing that this is Babylon the Great. All the witches and warlocks, all that shit they was doing back then is the same shit that it just pushed out.
They normalize that shit. You got Ouija boards being sold amongst board games. Come on, man. No?
I had a Jake tell me a couple of days ago, this is Big Jake that he had at the spot in the gym, telling me, he said that we were just rapping and shit. He was like, man, because he's trying to be more spiritual, he's trying to find the Lord. I told him that we gotta rap, you know what I'm saying? You know how I mean. But he got to telling me, man, he said, man, he was giving a testimony. He ran into a chick, he went to her crib, he said it was a bunch of girls in there. He said it was all fine ass girls in there. He said they was in the back playing with the tarot cards and shit. So he said the spirit hit him was like, get up out of there. But his ass went in there anyway, because he said the girls was fine, right? That was a snare. So his dumb ass, he said that he ended up letting one of the chicks do the whole shit, the tarot card shit, right? Said she slapped the cards and shit on the table. And she said that something bad was about to happen to him. He said, I don't know if he said that same day or the next day, he said he got a head-on collision. And he got shot.
Demons on you, bro. That's what they
Oh my God, damn.
That's what I'm saying. He
Yep. He can't be fucking around with that shit.
Stay away from the women.
They was offering him up as a sacrifice. That's what the hell was going on. Let's keep going. Romans chapter 1, verse 27. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their lust one towards another,
HIV, herpes,
All of them, man.
and all these STDs and STIs, they're all judgments. The Lord punishing people for being hoes and weirdos and freaks, man.
Practicing all these perverse lifestyle.
Which really is idolatry, man. That's fornication right there. Because when you go into how these damn idols were worship, that's how they were paying homage to. Anal sex, you know, and degrading of the man.
Sex magic, right?
Sex magic. That's all idolatry, man. That's fornication.
Yeah, that's what these so-called presidents and shit do. All these guys at Ivy League and all them a bunch of faggots.
Or Catholic Church and shit.
A bunch of fucking weirdos and faggots. They get in the coffins and shit and masturbate and do all that weirdo shit. It's fucking Edomites, man.
Yeah, the fraternities and shit, the college fraternities, man. They do all that shit, man. All that weirdo shit, man.
Fucking Esau, that what is it? What's it called? What holiday is that? February 14th, Valentine's Day. That was that back in Rome. That Rome, big ass orgy and shit. All these wicked ass shit is the shit that's going on today, man. Christmas.
It was Saturnalia. They would get drunk, get naked, have orgies and stuff.
Demon time, for real.
That was it on that,
I
right?
got Psalm 14 and 12. For the devices of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life. Like we're going into, all right, these damn idols, when they began to be pushed on a high level like how they are now, man, this brought forth corruption of life, man. All right, everything is being messed up because the true way of living, which is the Lord's ways, are not being upheld here, man. You know? So that's why things are looking like they are, man. That's why everything is bad, man. Evil times are increasing more and more because they're literally trying to replace the Most High with Satan, man. You know? So going down,
That's beautiful. And that's the fornication that is talking about. The virgin and the thousand women, all these different idols and philosophies. Not what the Christian church is talking about you can't have sex. You gotta be a virgin and shit, man. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about this spiritual fornication.
Them wise virgins stay pure to the doctrine.
Yeah.
They stay pure to the truth.
this is a different chapter. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and point out one verse. What was the word? What it said?
I was thinking about Isaiah 24 about the world language.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yeah, 24, it started like 4 and 5. That's a good one too. All right, because we the only ones, as we say all the time, we're the only ones that's speaking up in righteousness, man.
Right.
All right, this modern day Christianity, the Christian church is saying nothing, man.
Man, they don't speak against none of the accusations of pedophilia, homosexuality, which you believe in the Bible speaks against these things. Why don't you ever address that, man?
Right.
Why, the Catholic Church got millions of followers, and not one time has anybody questioned why these popes have to pay out millions of dollars for molesting these boys, man.
Silence. And they transfer these nasty ass popes, and they don't even get suspended. The nasty pope can be in New Jersey. He get transferred down here to North Carolina to do the nasty ass shit again, man.
And then you had this week, the land of Israel, which is supposed to be the Holy Land, which people are supposed to be the true people. You had this big ceremony which was pretty much promoting same-sex marriage.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that shows you, man, this place is wicked, man.
They're off, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, and I'm going to start at verse 4.
Yeah, that whole sodomite agenda has gone too far, man.
Way too far. You're forcing that on everything, man.
Yeah. And that's how we know that judgment's about to come suddenly.
Because he's forcing on the kids.
History has never failed. They brought it out through each kingdom that has came and went. That when transgenderism and homosexuality was at an all-time high, like it is now, that always spelled the end of that society.
Absolutely.
You know, so that should let you know the right on the wall for America is here.
It's clear.
You know, like in Daniel. Go ahead. I'm reading this. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away.
Yep.
And the haughty people of the earth do languish.
Yeah, and that's because, matter of fact, let me not jump the gun. Read on.
The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
That's the reason why the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Going back to what? The rulers. All right? The rulers of the wicked. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Go ahead.
It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left.
Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And the result of all of that is going to be what? Nuclear destruction.
Yeah.
This place being set on fire because it said that the inhabitants of the earth changed the laws and the ordinances. This man told you could be a woman could be a man. He told you that little children can get sex changes.
That grown-ass men can deal with little children.
Right. He told you that there was no God. He said everything came to form by an explosion that happened in the middle of the universe. He said that you evolved from monkeys. Right? He told you all of this shit, man.
God hates the sin, not the sin.
Yeah. He said that God accepts everything.
And then he had a false image, man.
Yeah.
He gave you a false image and a false name.
Yeah. The blameless of this wickedness is strong. And we be out here till damn nighttime going out here.
It go past the flowers.
Hey, that's why. That's the spirit. Get
Revelation.
Yeah, get Revelation 18.
18, yep.
And reach into the heavens. Yep. You was holding something out. Get that. You was holding something. Go ahead.
Now, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 18.
This is why the Lord said that. Revelation 18 and what? 4 or
5. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. Her sins have reached unto heaven.
Her sins, Babylon the Great, America. Her sins have reached unto the heavens. Go ahead.
And Yahweh have remembered her iniquity.
And the Most High has remembered her iniquities. The Most High, who you ignorantly call God and Jesus Christ, has remembered the iniquities on the establishment of this land called America, man.
Shit, even that damn thing you said the other day, how they cut a Israelite, a so-called Judite Negro woman baby up and hung her and shit.
You didn't even say the beginning of it.
Yeah, all the wickedness that these Edomites been doing to the children of Israel went to the skies, man.
Yeah.
And every day is something new coming out on what they've done, man. You know?
Yeah, see, this whole revealing of sex trafficking, this ain't nothing new.
That's old.
This is old, man. This was going into the time when these devils came over here and took down the tribes, man.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Goodbye, Uncle Tom. They show you that perfectly, man. They were selling our children. You know, that whole story of Pocahontas, they did people a lot. They damn, what's his name, John Smith, he raped them, man.
Yeah.
You know? And they've been doing this for centuries, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this ain't nothing new, man.
Right.
This is everything that we bringing out is the spirit of these Edomites, man. That's why the Edomite gotta go.
I gotta keep going.
Go ahead,
Revelation 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
See that? Reward her, Babylon the Great, America, even as she have rewarded you. What have we have went through as a people, as a nation? We went through holy hell.
Genocide.
You know, genocide, slavery, being at the bottom, oppression, your life not being regarded.
Eugenics.
Right? Hey, prime example that these devils don't give a shit about you. Remember when Colin Kaepernick, when he was taking the knee because of the flag over police brutality?
Yeah.
Then when that happened, all these Edomites across America was pissed off.
Yep.
Right? They was mad at Jake for taking the knee at the flag, showing you that these Edomites never gave a shit about you niggas.
Yeah.
Right? Here it is, straight up police brutality on camera. Then you kneel for the flag, but then you got a problem from Jake kneeling for the flag? Showing that these crackers don't give a damn
Let's go
about
back
you.
in history, though. You had, I forget, I think it was World War I or II.
Oh, World War I.
When Jake went and fought for this damn country, got off the damn plane, and Esau was out there, nigger, throwing damn tomatoes and shit at him. You know?
Shit, and even with that, even with World War II, when they asked for their money, they killed over 100 Negro soldiers that asked for their money for going back and coming back and fighting, man. That was just brought out. They slaughtered their ass for asking for their damn money, man.
Yeah.
That's wicked, man.
So this place gotta pay, man.
Your tab is up, Esau.
Yep.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. And it says, reward her even as she rewarded you.
Reward her even as she rewarded you. This is the Lord saying this. Go ahead.
And it says, and double unto her double according to her works.
Double unto her double. So the Lord about to go crazy on this place.
Yep.
It's about to be overkill.
Yep.
Right?
And it says, and the cup which she hath filled, fill unto her double.
Yeah, so the cup is full, man, and it's time for you Edomites to drink of that cup.
The whole thing.
The whole thing, man. Any more?
I'm gonna read down to verse 8. And it says, how much has she glorified herself and lived deliciously?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and we see that now.
Yeah.
This place glorifies itself, and they live deliciously. Not a care in the world, man. You can do what you want. You can be what you want. There's no consequences for your action. Only God can judge you.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Free will, do as thou will. All of that going back to Satanism, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
So much torment and sorrow give her, man. Hey, when we tell you shit gonna get bad out here, shit gonna get bad.
That's the understatement of how we bring that out, saying that. Whatever the worst thing you think of bad is, it's gonna be that type of thing.
And it says, for she has said in her heart, I sit a queen and no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Right, and that's pride. Yep. For you to say that you ain't gonna never see adversity, and never see sorrow, man, you just signed your death certificate. Right?
Verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
That's right.
Death, mourning, and famine.
Yep.
And we're telling you that's what's coming. That's what's coming to lead to the roads of the Quran, man. Death, mourning, and famine, man. Because a lot of people are gonna get their ass put to death in that time of Jacob's struggle, man. That outward temptation, man. It's gonna be a famine of food out here, man. It's gonna be sedition amongst men.
We're seeing it now.
We're seeing it now,
You
man.
think niggas is dying now? Look at all these damn people that just drop dead suddenly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be worse than this,
From
man.
that juice.
Yep.
Hey, they reported that it was over the number between 400 and 700 athletes that just dropped dead just out the blue.
Yeah.
Perfectly healthy athletes just dropping dead. That shows you, man. It's so, the most sides been working out here. They're not a rappers. They're getting knocked off, man.
Yep. And it says, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Utterly burned with fire, man. It's time for thee, O Lord, to work, man.
That's right.
Let's go, man.
It says, for strong is the Lord thy power who judgeth her.
Man, and you're gonna know that a power, that a God exists.
Yep.
The Lord gonna make sure that you're gonna know that, like the Lord said, it is I that doeth this.
Yep. Yep.
You're gonna know that, man. Right? Give me that Ecclesiastes 3:15.
Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now,
Yep.
and that which is to be hath already passed. And the Most High requires that which is past.
See that? The Most High required that which is past. All these different things, all these different crimes and atrocities that we just listed, all these got to be accounted for, man.
And the Lord is rewarding you for that, man. Because I've been doing some research as these last few months, going through this whole eugenics thing, and
Yeah, you've been going crazy with that.
Esau pretty much, man, he has been on a roll of just figuring out ways to stop Jake from reproducing. So they was going around and forcefully sterilizing, our people to try to make it so we wouldn't have babies no more. And look how the Lord is rewarding that. Now the mortality rates for you white people are outweighing your birth rate now, man.
Exactly.
Your children are dying from opioids more than Jake was dying, from the drugs, man.
Yeah, the
Right?
crack right there, right?
Right. So this is all the Most High bringing the curses upon your ass now, man.
Beautiful.
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Woo! Yeah, that's what you've been saying, man. The curses are slowly coming off our people and put on our enemies, man. It's Esau, man. Esau has been facing this woman, not wanting to be with him anymore. She'd rather be with Jake.
Yeah.
Hey, the BBC is in.
Yeah. Hey. And when these Edomites get a certain age, they shit can't function no more.
Exactly.
And that's why these middle-aged Edomite women, they be out there trying to hunt down Jake.
Yeah, we going to Jamaica and different Caribbean islands to get piped down.
Yep. There'd be a whole bunch of married Edomite women all up in them damn bars, man.
Hell yeah.
Ready.
Hunting
Wait,
for
crazy,
damn
man.
dog
Wait.
meat, man.
Yep.
Because they see that, like you said, that the Edomite man, he can't satisfy them no more. This nigga got to take about 2-3 Viagra a week.
That damn
matter of fact.
Viagra and what was it? One of the Cialis and shit.
Yeah.
That was for Esau, man.
Right.
That shit was for Eve.
In reality, that nigga just wants a little boy anyway.
That's it.
Yeah.
His women don't turn him on for real.
Nope. And he do that shit for show. For real.
They went into it, and majority of all the first ladies of the president, those were all transgender.
That's fucking terrible. That's another reason why this place gotta go.
Esau is sick, man.
It's fucking weird. I'm gonna finish it out.
Start it over.
This Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies.
Yep.
And it was like the brother said, it was a pandemic. It was an epidemic within a pandemic. Cause that shit was killing. And it says, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Yeah. So those curses now are starting to slowly come upon our enemies now. Now they're catching the hell. Now it's their turn to go through the shit now.
Right. Because all throughout slavery, and even now still, you've been boasting about you being a superior race.
Right.
But the Most High is showing the world that you devils, you are minute in the grand scheme of things, man. Because you got them, you are the weakest nation on the earth. All right. Like I said, you can't reproduce. No nation really fears you outside of your technology. But even that's getting moved away now because everybody has nuclear capability now. So nobody really fears the devil like you used to do.
It's passive.
Yeah. And it's only going to continue to grow to where you're going to really be seen, like it tells you in Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
Is this the man?
Yeah, this puny punk.
This punk ass devil? You know?
That's why he about to lose it. That's why he's just about to go all out, like the brother say. He about to reach all the way in his bag and come with the shit because that's his last straw.
He sees that his grip from the world is loosened, man. Hey, he says that he sees that he is to be feared because he sees Jake mainly of us because Revelation 11.
Right.
We're standing upon our feet,
Right.
and if we get in our right mind, he's finished.
That's right.
He's finished, man.
Right.
That's why he's about to get that bad and get busy on you, baby. That's why he's keeping you blind.
But that goes back to, just to add on to what you said, that goes back to that little documentary thing that we brought out on the History Channel, going back to the slaves, or how they didn't want the slaves to read the Bible, because the slave masters always feared that Jake will wake up and come back to who he is and rebel.
Yeah, they didn't want another Nat Turner coming up, man. You know?
This is the book of Genesis chapter 25, verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
That's right.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
So 2 totally different nations are in the womb, and the Lord can do that. See what I'm saying? 2 different nations in the womb. Go ahead.
God. And it said, and 1 people shall be stronger than the other
And
people.
1 people shall be stronger than the other people. Jacob will be stronger than Esau, man. So that destroys your idea of your whack-ass scientific racism.
Yeah, eugenics.
Yeah,
That's what that is, the making of a superior race. You know? Where Jake is the superior race. Because what's stronger than you mentally, physically, and spiritually?
Right.
You Edomites couldn't survive a week of what Jake got to go through, man.
Yeah. Like the brothers was breaking it down. Esau and Jacob were in 2 separate placentas. Right? Going back to what? 2 different nations. Go ahead.
God. And it says, and the elder shall serve the younger.
Yeah, the elder shall serve the younger. Who came out first? What? She was. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Yeah, there were twins in the room. So pretty much, Rebecca had good and evil in her womb, right? 2 separate nations, right? The main characters of the story of the Bible, right?
Yep. And the first came out red, all over, like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
Yep.
And after that came his brother out. His hand took hold on Esau's heel. And his name was called Jacob.
Right, and what does that mean? Go to 2nd Ezra 6 and start at like 7. Yep. Right? And it said his hand took hold of Esau's heel. That was spiritual. That was a sign that he was going to be pulled out of power.
And you see how the Lord didn't have to describe who Jacob looked like. Because Jacob looked like everybody else on the planet of Earth at the time.
He was a plain man. Yep.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9.
Start at 6 and read down to 9.
2nd Ezra 6 and 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other.
Right, and this is the Lord speaking.
Right.
So when you read from the top, it goes into like before the creation was formed, before the heavens, before the mountains on the earth, all that stuff. But in that verse, the Lord said what? All these things were created by me, and by me they should be ended. Right, now let's read on.
Then answered I and said, where shall it be the parting asunder of times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows?
Right, so Ezra was asking the Most High, what shall be the dividing of the age? You know, go ahead. Because when you go into Good News Translation, that chapter breaks down to the end of the world. Signs of the end of the world. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
As we read in Genesis. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. That was spiritual. Read on.
For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
See that? So Esau is the end of the world. Esau would be ruling the planet Earth in the last days before the Lord came back. Right? He will be ruling the planet. He will own all the world's resources. He will control the military. He has the biological welfare. He has the technology. All right? Going back to the elites, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the families that we know about and don't know about. Right? They will be revealed in the last days. And that's what's happening. Right? That's why you got these ish people trying to cover their tracks by coming up with these hate crime shit, the ADL, all these different alliances are being made to what? To cover up the fact that they are not the people that they claim to be.
Right. But then that will let everybody know what time we're in.
Exactly.
Verse 10, the hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions, Ezra, asked thou not.
That's the point.
You know? So that's the main reason why this truth is so dead set against being brought out, because that's revealing the times that we're in of this man's bullshit. Right. Every time you see the man coming up and speaking about being an Israelite, that's another reminder that this man's going to come out of power.
Right.
That's what he hates the most about all this.
Right.
Because he's threatened. Because like we brought out, man, just speaking of the dead.
Book of Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him.
Esau is the red horse. It's not Ishmael. It's not Japheth. Right? Because you still got Jake coming on the comment board being demons. Esau ain't the white man, all that shit.
Yeah, you even got, what was that one?
Bonnie and Howard.
Esau is the dictator.
Yeah. Oh, man. I ain't
Niggas
gonna watch
took the
that
bag,
shit.
man.
I ain't
Them
gonna
niggas
watch
sold
that.
out, man.
I watched like 2 days ago.
That shit gonna be-
We didn't get nothing.
Revelation chapter 6, verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red.
Yeah, horse symbolizes power. It was a red horse that's going into the Edomites.
Right.
Go ahead.
And power was given unto
See?
him
There you
that
go.
set thereon.
So it clarifies it. Power was given to him. Who's the him? The Edomites. Right? Like in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yep.
Even him, whose power is after the coming and the working of Satan, man, with all power, signs, and lying wonders.
And even him who led it, and not
Go
Lord.
ahead, man.
And it says, and took peace from the earth.
And how did he take peace from the earth? By removing the law, statute, commandments.
Yeah.
Right? By taking the Most High out of the picture.
Yep.
This is how he took peace from the earth.
And he came with his blessing.
Yeah, because the whole world is in chaos and dysfunction.
Yep.
Why? Because of who? The wicked rulers.
Yep.
Right? It ain't because of so-called, because hey, a white person will jump out and be like, oh, well, what about Chicago?
Shit, what about the world?
What about the world?
Who started Chicago? Who's the ones that's giving Jake the damn guns to shoot each other with?
Right.
That's dressing up as niggas and going and shooting something, starting a turf war.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
the synthetic skin and
Right.
mask.
Yeah.
Who's the one that's damn giving Jake, or giving people, period, GMOs? Who's polluting the air with chemtrails and poisoning the water? They made $1 billion in the medical industry by keeping people sick.
Right.
Niggas ain't doing that. Niggas not the problem. Niggas is a problem, but they're not the problem.
Right.
Problem is Esau.
Yeah, these niggas want to talk about somebody being rapists and all that shit, right? But they don't never say shit about Esau.
No.
This nigga got a whole pedophile island.
Yeah.
He's snatching kids up.
He got no fly zone. He got a no fly
Come
zone.
on, man. But nobody say nothing about that.
That shit always gets swept under the rug. Anytime you talk about these damn politicians and these fucking pedophiles, nobody brings that shit on their fucking CBS and other news and
For
that shit.
example,
Man.
I think his name was Woody Allen, something like that. He went and brought this little girl from overseas. She had to be probably like 7, 8, 5. She was young. He raised her up as his daughter until she turned 18. When she turned 18,
Oh, yeah.
he married her ass, man. So he was grooming her from the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you know he was doing stuff to her before she became 18.
Of
man.
course.
Shit, all them kids in Nickelodeon exposed that shit, man.
Disney Channel too.
Disney, all of them get touched, man, but nobody says nothing about it, man.
Yep.
Because all your politicians, all these fucking wicked ass people are doing the same damn
But
thing.
you get on a nigga like R. Kelly.
Oh yeah, cause that's how you know Esau's ruling, because he always got to throw
Jake
under the
is
bus.
the face of everything that's wrong, according to him. You know?
But it ain't gonna work. Hey, the scripture say that he would be the accuser of our brethren.
Yeah,
But we have the true testimony.
yeah. Accusations don't fall short.
Exactly. We're the true witnesses.
Yeah.
And what we doing? We telling on his ass.
Yeah, he trying to whack
Yeah,
him.
that's what we're supposed to
He trying to
do.
whack him.
He trying to whack the witnesses, man.
Yeah. Same shit,
Y'all are
man.
seeking deficiency.
Yeah, right. So the case can't go through. Trying to get rid of the witnesses.
Trying to get rid of everybody, man.
Ain't gonna happen. Nope.
Can't bribe the judge either.
Nope.
Hell no.
Can't buy them out.
Nope.
Nope.
And it says, in that they should kill one another,
Yep.
and there was given unto him a great
And
sword.
his great sword is what? His technology, his nuclear capability, his biological warfare, right? His media. Because hey, all he got to do is put you on any of these mainstream media platforms, and if he demonizes you, guess what? The whole world gonna believe.
Because he got the deep fake technology to
Yep.
make you say stuff you didn't say. Man.
CGI.
Yeah, all these various things is part of Esau's blessing.
Because
Man.
his power also is deception.
Yeah.
Yeah, his AI.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah.
artificial
They
intelligence.
just come out. They came out. I think it was this week about that. It's an app on Instagram called Renza that people been using to make like filters and shit for the face. And they said when you read the agreement letter, it said that pretty much the AI is taking your identity and the system.
The database.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Deception is so heavy in society, man. And I'm glad you brought that up. These people that got all them damn filters on social media don't look shit like that in person, man.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. You added the AI plus filters. You just look. It's
a little hard.
People on social media lying their asses
This
off.
is the Matrix, man. I keep
man.
saying this. This is all simulation.
Everything is fake.
Yeah, this shit is wicked. This is Babylon the Great.
This is Babylon. Total confusion out here,
Total
man.
confusion everywhere, man. People, and then they get mad like the priests going to. They get mad. They got this thing where they get mad if you don't want to deal with these transforming people and shit like
it's
that.
the thing. And it's easy pushing it, talking about transphobia. You're wrong if you don't want to deal with a woman that used to be a man.
That ain't no damn woman.
And then you have the Cambridge have the nerve to redefine what woman is, talking about a woman can be a man that used to, a woman that used to be a man.
That's fucking wicked, man.
It was the original sex was a man.
This place wicked as hell.
That's wild,
That's,
man.
that's fucking wicked, man. It's nothing but confusion in Babylon.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 1.
That's right.
Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery.
And that's talking about America.
That's his place, man.
That's this place, man. That's the
that again.
characteristics of this place, man. Read it again about the shop.
Nahum 3 and 1.
damn.
Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery.
But whoa, destruction to the bloody city, man. What was the bloody city? America. How was this place established? Out the wickedness of Esau, Edom, and the atrocities of the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man. All the wickedness that this devil has done to our people, man.
Right.
That's why the Lord said, whoa, destruction unto this place, man. Keep going.
Pray the part of not.
The prey departed not, man. Jump down to verse 4.
Yeah, because you Jakes are still in captivity here, man. Pray the part of not, man. You're still under the subjection of this devil, man. You ain't free.
Nope. That's an illusion.
Right. I'm going to read this in the NLT real quick. Verse 1. What sorrow erased Nineveh, which America is modern day Nineveh. It says, the city of murder and lies, she is crammed with wealth and is never without victims.
Shit. Is that not every city in America? And all you got to do is watch verse 38. Damn. And that's just niggas. What about the shit Esau doing?
Hey, what's that? The ID channel?
Yep. It's
Hey, Apostle Carls talks about that. The ID channel, you're seeing nothing but women pretty much, killing their husband.
Yep.
They had that one, her name was the Black Widow. This bitch got married like 3, 4, or 5 times. She kept killing her husband.
That's crazy.
This shit wicked, man.
So it's nothing but murder going on here. Murder and lies, man.
Yep.
Lies and murder.
Yep.
All right.
Shit.
Hey, listen, brother.
It's fucking MLA.
Yeah, man. The ADL.
Yeah, the ADL. That shit's crazy, man. The ADL killed over what? They said over 1,000? Over 1,000 people, man. And that's the real mafia, man.
Yeah, real talk.
And they'll make Jake as that shit, man. The so-called Sicilians and shit. But that's really them fucking Amalekites, man.
Right.
Small house.
This is Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whores of the well-favored harlot,
The world favorite harlot, man, which is America, man.
Yep.
Everybody wanted to come to America when America was at its peak around the 60s and 70s. Everybody had to come to this golden, these streets of gold. Like you're saying, everybody wanted to come to America. Everybody wanted to come to America and live out their dreams,
yeah,
man.
they was enticed
Yep.
by the beauty the Lord of American man. It says, the mistress of witchcraft.
The mistress of witchcraft. You go to that word mistress, it goes back to master. The master of witchcraft, man.
Yep.
Keep going.
Esau mastered that shit.
Yeah, because this nigga literally has went throughout the different captivity that our people have been, trapped in, and they took out the idols. They've mastered the way the worship of these different idols, and all have mastered together here in Babylon the Great, man.
Yep.
All right, it says that son of nations through her whoredom, and families through her witchcraft. America has pretty much fooled the world into following after her ways, man. This is why you see democracy, women's liberation, all right, homosexuality, all right, the mistreatment of the tribes, man. All these things that have been pushed onto the whole world. This is why everywhere you go, everything's like a mini America. All right, the Middle East, which is like the last little remnant of somewhat of how people lived back then. And it's looking like America now. Where they used to have a woman in order back then. Now you got women walking around with about their little hair wraps on no more. Women doing porn over there, twerking. Hey, they couldn't even drive back then, man. They couldn't walk. They couldn't walk around by the husband guy.
Yeah. Nobody else can take
That
it.
shit is, you got McDonald's
They have
and fucking
alcohol
China.
and it's close. Yeah.
It's all Americanized now, man.
This is real quick. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of all harlots and abominations.
The great mother of all harlots and abominations. Everything that you could think of degenerate-wise goes on here.
Yep.
Anything that the mind, the depths of the mind, you can exercise that here.
They play on that shit. They push it for you. Until you can do that.
Right.
Do what thou wilt.
And if you want to come out being a damn woman, you're brave.
Yeah. Inspiring.
If you have lust for little kids, they endorse that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. They call it maps.
Yeah.
Minor attractive people.
And NAMBLA and shit.
Yeah,
Right. Weirdos. And it says, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Yeah, that's this place.
Yeah.
That's why it's written in all caps. The Lord was letting you know.
This is it.
This is Mystery Babylon right here. Go ahead.
And it says, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shah.
Yep, which would be the tribes, the martyrs. For Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
And it says, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Right, so John was basically wooed off the side of that whore, you know what I'm saying, in the vision. He saw all of this. He saw the wickedness. He saw the alternative lifestyles people was taking on, all that shit. Because this place, Babylon, has taken on all the idols of the other nations.
Yeah.
And they're exercised here, man. They're pushed.
Because just like when you watch these commercials, when you see how America try to show you how it started to be innovative and shit like that, John was seeing the vision like that, how it was gradually forming and turning to this, how this place is now, man.
You saw how our people look now.
Yep.
Back then.
Through.
He was like, those are Israelites?
Taking on the
yellow hair.
Taking on the wines and philosophies of Babylon. Like you said, Jake went around here with blonde hair, blue hair, blue
This shit we be
dreads.
seeing now, man.
Shit is crazy.
Niggas walk around with wigs on and shit, with purses and shit.
50-inch weave on.
Yeah, he was like, oh, what the fuck?
I saw the chick today. She had piercing in her nose.
Yeah, man.
She had piercing in her
What is
gums.
that shit? Yeah, they got this new thing with these bitches getting their piercing right there when you talk. They be like, right
Right
on
here in their gums and shit, yo.
What the
Got two in their eyeballs.
Yeah, one bitch.
That was judgment.
That was just stupid. Bitch had a damn purple and goddamn green eye for one day.
Who told you to tattoo your eyeballs, nigga?
Trying to be light, man.
Hey, but they get that from our people.
Through.
Because Esau put Jacob like that. Guys like Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa. Niggas was falling after that, man. Getting drug dealers and then now they transition to this whole gothic lifestyle, man.
The emo shit.
Which is weird. I never seen no Jake do no emo gothic shit, man. Emo rap.
Right. Depression rap and shit.
all types of-
Suicidal thoughts.
Yeah.
Niggas be bragging about that
Yeah,
shit.
I got this Jake at work be talking about that shit, man.
Triple
Yeah,
X,
he be like, he fucking doing that dark ass song. He like, can you listen to it? And I couldn't hear him. And I heard that. And I was like, man, I had to give him the damn phone back, bro. I was like, what the fuck is that, man?
Demon time bullshit.
Right. This is how dark this place has become thanks to Esau, man.
I got one for you. This is Jeremiah chapter 5.
Jeremiah, was it 14 and 2? How the leaders languish. Give me that real quick.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourning and the gates thereof languish.
Right, see, Judah mourneth, All right, and the gates thereof language. The gates represent the leaders, the people who have the influence, the leaders, these people that Jake idolizes. It said that they language. Why? Because they don't have the truth. All right, the truth is not in these Christian churches. It's not in the Roman Catholic Church. It's not in Islam. All right, it's not in these damn entertainers, rappers. All right, it's not in these damn so-called wise men of the world, the Umar Johnsons, the Cornel West. All right, what's his name? Dick Gregory. Right? Hey, the leaders language because they ain't got the truth. The spirit of Yahweh Shai ain't supping with them. He ain't dealing with them, man. That's why our people are in this degenerate state right here in Babylon. Right? Anymore? That was the point. Come, I got it.
Zechariah 11:5. Who is possessed to slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
It's talking about Esau, Edom, man. That's why they don't hold themselves guilty, man. Because your leaders, as the elders going to, they set you up for to goddamn fall, man. They set you up for the ultimate fall, man. The black boule, all that shit. They set you up to be a fucking nigga, man. So Esau, Edom will look at you as not human, man. These niggas did that shit, man. These the same niggas is back, man.
According to Esau's constitution, we're still classified as a product. So they don't look at when they
We've already stopped up.
in the street. That's why they don't feel bad. They honestly look at the product. Like I said, our people, they capitalize off that, man. Because what's that nigga, Al Sharpton? Either him or Jesse Jackson, one or two. Which one trying to run for president? Is that Al Sharpton?
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse. He was for, back then, the ban of abortion. But then when he saw the power he could get, from the people that trying to run for president, he slipped and went and started supporting Esau with the whole abortion thing. You see, and everything from there, he's been pushing forward the agenda of Esau. Al Sharpton was a damn CIA agent, one of the niggas, man.
They all Jews still.
They're all plants, though, man. Shit, these celebrities are plants.
Like Farrakhan. Who that goofy nigga Sakari talking about? He's the leader of black people.
Yeah, but he's right though. He is the leader of black people, man. Because niggas
They ain't
are
black.
Yeah, they are black. And he's the leader of the 2/3 niggas, man. That's because black is what? A board of life. Yeah. So yeah, he's the leader of black people.
Yeah, you guys, if you still following that guy, then you going just like him.
Yeah.
That was how I said. That was the straw that broke the camel's back right there.
Yeah, he's juiced in.
When he said that should have been.
I couldn't even watch the rest of the video.
That's Spidey Simpson should have took him on.
I stopped watching the rest. I said, yeah, he's done. He's done.
Hey, record should have skipped on that shit.
Yeah, he clearly juiced in and took the bag.
Right.
He's done.
Zechariah 11:5. Who is possessed to slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and the shepherd pity them not.
And they shepherds pity them not. Like we going into Al Sharpton, the so-called Louis Farrakhan, all these niggas, they don't have no pity on Jake. They set you up, Jake. They set you up to fall into the snares and the traps of Esau Edom, man. The so-called rappers and shit, the 50 Cent, they set you up them dumbass songs so you go out there and be a super demon and fucking end up in jail and shit, man. They set you niggas up, man.
Get rich, die trying.
Yeah, get rich and die trying.
And trap or die, right?
Yeah, exactly. The scriptures say labor not to be rich.
Right.
Yeah.
So the script, and when you go into these niggas' lifestyle, and the women rappers too, or the single ladies and all that bullshit, they don't run their houses like how they portray to the public. Beyonce was telling you bitches for years, and you put a ring on it, if they don't like it, then put a ring on it, independent and all that. She got a whole lot of family, got 3 kids by the same baby daddy and shit. And she made the nigga. Cardi B talking about I don't cook clean, but she at home cooking and cleaning for her home, So these damn entertainers are put forth and destroy you, but then back home, they're trying to keep their lives up, man. G talking about trap or die. This nigga, he said he's son of the college, man.
Right. They all fucking, man. They all have an agenda to push upon Jake, man, to keep them pockets filled up.
Right. That's why you gotta stay away from these niggas, man. Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. And that's these people out here lying, man. All right. You took the bag, so you're out here putting yourself up, acting like you're a leader of the people. But we all know that you're working for the damn devil, trying to kill us, man.
You stripping the hand of evildoers.
That's right.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 12. And it says, For I know your manifold transgressions and your mighty sins. They afflict the just, they take a bribe. This is what these guys do, man. They afflict the just, man. They make sure that Jacob's fall to these snares and traps, man. And what they do, they take the bribe, they take the money. And that Jake been doing that shit for years, man. They gotta worry about self first. They gotta worry about their household. They don't give a damn about what you Jay's going through your everyday life, man.
Right.
You don't see them in the community as they say they do. They don't even ride by.
That's the spirit. Get Isaiah 1, where it talks about my people have become evildoers. It was once righteous.
Yep, I got it. Isaiah 1 and verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Yeah, jump down. Isaiah 1 and 21.
Come on. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 21. How is the faithful city become a harlot?
How is the faithful city, all right? Israel is the people before it's a place. So how is the faithful city become a harlot, man? Our people played the harlot, a whore. You know, seeking out the other gods, idols, spiritual fornication, adopted different philosophies of the heathen, right? That's how Israel became a harlot. Go ahead.
It was full of judgment. Righteousness lodged in it. But now murderers.
Go ahead.
Thy silver has become dross. They wine mixed with water.
Right. The silver has become dross. And it says thy wine is mixed with water. All right. They pollute the truth. You know. Go ahead.
Thy princes are rebellious and concubines of thieves.
Yeah. Read that again.
It says thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves.
Yeah. Their princes are rebellious and companions with thieves. Right. Niggas, go ahead.
And it says, everyone love of gifts.
See that? Everyone love of gifts. It ain't hard to sell, Jacob. Go ahead.
And it says, and follow after rewards.
Sakari, all them other groups that's teaching outside of the scriptures, they really took the bag.
Yeah, like you said, they follow after rewards because they be seeking to get these damn worship of men.
Isaiah 1 and 23. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loves gifts.
Niggas love gifts and rewards. Goodies, go ahead.
And follow after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither do they cause of neither do the cause of the widow come unto them.
Right, like brother was saying earlier, man. Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, all these niggas that they put in your face, right? They're in Esau's pocket, man. They weren't set up to give you the truth, to give you the
On the bar, be safe,
right
bro.
way, or how to serve the Lord properly. Shalom, man. You know, they're not giving you the path of righteousness into salvation. They were set up to keep you pacified and under the grips of the devil. Right? That's their purpose. That's why Esau puts them in the limelight, man. Anytime they get a little rowdy or rebellious, what they do, they send their minions in there
Every time.
to calm Jake down.
Right. It be the same nigga,
You know?
Al Sharp.
They do the same ones that be demonizing them too, man.
Yeah.
And when Kyrie, when he did what he did, you had niggas like Barkley and Shaq over there cooling, you know, telling him that he called him an idiot.
Yeah, niggas talking about we anti-Sem. These same niggas that know the Israelites talking about you anti-Sem.
Shaq, his old hypocritical ass had the movie playing at one of his movie theaters.
And it's funny, everything's spiritual. Last night, Kyrie hit a game winner, and these niggas is uplifting him and shit. I was like, but you were just talking shit, Stephen A. He was like, oh, Kyrie hit the game winner. I'm sitting there like, but you were just talking shit about Kyrie. The game winner, now you uplifting this nigga, man. Niggas ain't shit, man.
This is Sirach 20 and 29. Presents and gifts learn the heart of the wise, and stop up his mouth, and he cannot reprove.
Yeah, for a nigga to tell you that Esau ain't the so-called white man, that Louis Farrakhan is the leader. Niggas telling you that Yahweh Shai didn't do miracles, the chariots ain't the UFOs. Yeah, telling you to take the juice. When you clearly see all these people dropping dead that took that inoculation, the snake piss. You know, you was the one that trusted in the government.
Right. So you took that bag, man, like Apostle Hart and said, well, you generally hire, man. Everybody see you took that bag, man. You know, that's all you needed, man.
That's it.
Because it had that saying in the world, you can buy a nigga cheap.
Real cheap.
You watch that movie, with the Queen Slim, no. Which one with, Jake, you saw the Jake out, he was getting in like a gas station.
Judas the Black
Yeah,
Messiah.
yeah.
Black Messiah.
Nigga did all that shit, got a gas station.
A couple dollars.
And on Queen and Slim too. That nigga sold them out at the end, remember?
Yeah, but he got stacked though.
Yeah.
Still, that still ain't shit.
Still ain't shit.
The gas station, that was a slap in the face though, man.
Gas station.
That nigga at gas station, bro. It don't take much to take the flip though, man. You know, that's why our people, because as judges, you know, as one of our reason why we were created, man, the men, to be judges. The judges is not supposed to be bribed, man.
Nope.
You know? This is why, one of the reasons why it's like the judicial system is corrupt. Because a lot of these judges are paid off.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
They came out, they said that the judge, the prosecutors, and whoever else is in the courtroom, they all come together.
Yeah.
They be hanging out, going to golf course,
Doing golf and shit like that.
you know?
They already know your lawyer already know what you're gonna get before. He already knew that months ago.
They discussed the case before it actually goes to the courtroom. Who gonna win? Who gonna lose?
It's
all
some real,
together.
yeah, it's all some real shady shit.
You know, this is why this place is corrupt, man. You know, have a good one for
Right, because that court system ain't no true justice in that.
Nah, man.
All that shit is wicked and hypocritical.
Justice is subjective in the eyes of Esau, man. You know, if it doesn't profit him, then there's no justice coming from him.
Exactly. Get that in Habakkuk 1:4 too.
This is book of Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slack and judgment do never go forth.
Yeah, the law is slack here, man. Yep. The law, statute, commandments. The righteous way. All right? The law is slack, true judgment never go forth. Because if true judgment went forth, you wouldn't see half it. None of this shit is
none of this.
Society would be intact.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be more than, it wouldn't be people on drugs, it wouldn't be homelessness, it wouldn't be homosexuals.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be single parent households.
Degeneracy and all this shit.
It would be normal. Life would be how the Bible said it used to be.
True judgment be taking place at the gates.
Right. You wouldn't have no grown ass man riding a bike butt ass naked trying to pick up little kids.
You wouldn't have fucking, I was in the gym the other day, I think it was in Canada, it's a school where it's a man teaching a shot class with fucking prosthetic breasts that come down like right here. Teaching a shot class, man.
Right. You got drag queens having drag shows in elementary schools.
Reading the little kids.
Reading the little kids. Talk about, yeah, they gonna, there was some drag queen that got invited to the White House. He said that they're gonna make little kids suck deep and basically glorify being a drag type shit.
What?
That's the society that we live in.
This is America, man.
This is America, straight up.
Man, that's wild.
This is America, right? That's why this place is a fucking joke around the world, man.
Yes.
Right?
Fucking laughing stuff.
These nations are ready to get at this place, man.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, man.
Hey, in the NLT, it says the law has become paralyzed and there is no justice in the court.
At all.
The wicked far outnumber the righteous,
Yep.
so that justice has become perverted.
Yeah, see, justice is perverted here, man. There ain't no true justice going out here, man. That's why we need the Lord, Yahweh Shai, to bring forth true justice.
Right.
Right? It's just time for this whole land to be
It's got to be plucked up.
and uprooted, man, and taken out.
We need a reset.
Man.
Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
And you can see that now. All the shit that's going on, like the brother went into, all these fucking rappers and people getting put to death. The Most High has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. He's pissed off what's going on here in Babylon the Great.
Right.
Keep going.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in the land.
Because Esau X'd it out, man. He X'd the Lord name out. He X'd out the scriptures. He X'd out everything according to the ways of the Heavenly Father. He X'd it out here in Babylon the Great.
Hey, what's about to take place, man? Christmas.
Yep.
When they call it Xmas, which is Christ Mass.
Yep.
Celebrating the death of our Lord.
Yep.
You know? So everything that deals with righteousness, man, Esau, he pushes it out the way and fills that space with wickedness.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery.
And if it's not upheld in Babylon, why the hell in these rap videos are not fucking took off for hate speech on YouTube, man?
Trey Songz can go around calling himself Mr. Studio Girl, and nobody says nothing. You know, but we're wrong about telling a man he can have more than one woman so that can prevent him. You know?
Yeah, you got kid videos on YouTube. As you search the kid videos on YouTube, you got Lil Nas X with twerk videos and shit. Pedophile bullshit going on, sodomite shit on the kids' channels, man. Commercials and shit.
And on their stuff, you're having videos with the damn little cartoons telling them to kill themselves, kill their parents.
Right.
Yeah, no, and be fucking twerking and doing all that nasty ass shit, man. You gotta watch your kids when they watching that shit, cause Esau have either like a normal ass cartoon, but just sit there and wait a couple minutes. They'll say a cuss word, they'll start doing a little weirdo shit. Yeah, fucking demonic ass people,
We
man.
had that a couple years ago, that whole thing with Momo.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah,
It was demon that was killing kids and killing stuff. So, you know,
This is America, man.
this is the witchcraft that has been put on our people, man. They break out and blood touches blood.
How's that, bro? I'm gonna check this.
Yeah, y'all must do.
This is the book of Ezekiel,
Y'all on fire.
chapter 7. And we'll start at Ezekiel chapter 7. We'll start at verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, also, the Son of Man, thus said the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and an end is come upon the four corners of the land.
That's what we tell you. We tell you whether you want to believe it or not, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways.
See, the Lord said he was going to judge you according to your ways if you don't repent. That's the message, man. It's time to repent and come back to the Lord in spirit and truth. Go ahead.
And will recompense upon thee all thine abominations.
Woo. See, all your abominations, man. You say, okay, hey, I'm a sodomite, I'm a weirdo, whatever you want to do. Only God can judge me.
Binary, whatever
You want to call it. All right? The Lord He's going to recompense you according to all your abominations, Jacob. Go ahead.
Verse 4, and it says, my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
See that? The Lord said he ain't sparing. Jacob believed that, though. We read it earlier, Ezekiel 9th chapter. The Lord told the angels, don't spare no woman, no child, old woman, young, none of that.
None of the wicked shall escape.
Everything has to help. And it says, my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
He ain't going to have no pity.
But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee.
Yup, see?
And ye shall know that I am the Lord.
You're going to know that as the Lord.
Verse 5, thus said the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come.
See that? Evil and only evil is come. Behold, it is come. And we tell you, man, and you can feel it in the spirit. You can clearly see that something major about to go down. We're at the pride. We're at the pride of, we're at the height of pride right now, man. We're at the height of the pinnacle of wickedness, right? This shit is just getting unbearable. So that's how we know the Lord about to do something.
Yeah, you know,
Unbearable to us. That's the Lord.
yeah, the Lord said he's angry with the wicked every day.
Every day.
And evil goes back to bad times. Bad, like you said, bad times are gradually approaching this place, man. And it says, verse 6, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 6. And end is come, and watching for thee. Behold, it's come.
They said, watching for you.
Yeah.
The end is watching for you, man.
The eyes of the Lord are upon the central kingdom.
Man.
Yeah, them angels sitting there ready for that hit to get carried out. They can do their job, man.
Yep.
Give me the green light, Lord. I'm ready.
Yep. Verse 7. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near.
Yep.
It is not a sounding again on the mountains.
Right, the day of trouble, Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
That's what we tell you, Jake. All these things are being prepared as we roll in the next couple of weeks of 2023. Yep. Right? You're talking about possible collapse, the dollar soon to come. Right? They already got the CBDCs.
Yep.
They got the famines, the shortages. You're seeing the people's trust in the system and government is fading away. Yep. Civil wars, rebellions. Right? All these things are on deck. Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Now will I surely pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee.
Ooh, the Lord said he was going to accomplish his anger. Right?
Isaiah 46 and 10.
Yeah.
And it says, and I will judge thee according to thy ways.
Man.
He keep telling you that.
Over
I
and
mean,
over.
over and over, he's keep constantly telling you, he's going to judge you according to your ways.
Because Jake believe in his own way.
Yeah, Jake believes his self-will.
Yeah, he gonna do what he wanna do.
What Jake think he's a god, right?
Right.
But you can't say yourself out what's coming to this earth, man.
Right.
And it says, and I will judge thee according to thy ways. And it says, and I will recompense thee for all thy abominations.
Yep, you see, he says this twice.
Yeah.
The Lord is going to recompense you, Jakes, according to all your abominations. Go ahead.
And it says, and my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thy abominations that they are in the midst of thee.
Read on.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord, and that smite. And it says, verse 10, behold the day, behold the day, behold it is come, the morning is gone forth, and the rod that blemish pride have budded.
Pride have budded, man. Like I said, we are
5 seconds.
in this society. We are at the peak of pride and wickedness. Right? Like the scripture said, pride has budded. Pride has blossomed. Right? Go ahead and jump down.
And it says, they have blown the trumpet even to make all ready.
Yeah, see, that's what the prophets are doing. We're blowing the spiritual trumpet to get you, Jakes, ready for the coming judgment. Go ahead.
It says, but none go to battle.
But none go up to battle. Ain't nobody listening. Something being blown, they just like, oh, whatever.
They ain't getting themselves ready. As you go into Ephesians the 6th chapter, man, you're supposed to put on the what? The armor, which is what? Yahweh Shah, because this is a spiritual warfare taking place, man. You got to get ready for the day of battle, man. Because the day of Jacob's trouble is at hand, where he's going to let Esau Edom do all manner of wickedness upon you people, man. He's gonna let him bear his sword, man. He's gonna let him do it, man. Because he said he bear not the sword in vain.
He said he was going to get the Assyrian charge.
Yep.
All right, and tread you as the mire in the streets.
Yep. And it says, but none go to battle, but all my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. It said the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. Woo, that's coming, man. The sword. Once they cut these goddamn power off, once these people lack resources and that famine of food hit, man, all hell is gonna be breaking loose, man. So when they bring the famine, that brings death, and that death brings pestilence, man. All these pestilence, all these wild teeth and beasts, all this hell is gonna be taking place, man. Just like when you watch I Am Legend. The city of Charlotte gonna look like a fucking goddamn country road, back road, very, very soon when all these goddamn streets be filled with goddamn trees and goddamn weeds and shit. Cause ain't nobody gonna be out here, baby, to cultivate the land, man. When this shit start to break loose, man. I'm gonna jump down.
There ain't gonna be no more work, no more jobs.
Nope. Nope. Let's jump down to verse 24. And it says, verse 24, verse 7, since we're talking about Esau, right? He says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. The Most High gonna bring the worst of the heathen. Who's that? That's Esau. That's Esau Edom, man. He's the worst, man. He's a vile creature. He's gonna let this degenerate wreak havoc out here in these streets, man. He's gonna bear the sword without vain. He's gonna be putting you people to death. Because the fear of the Lord is gonna be upon him, man. He's gonna be doing the bidding of Yahweh Shah. You grab your Proverbs 16 and 4, Yahweh Shah. But that's what Esau's he's gonna be doing the Most High, man. And the bidding of the Most High is to start to put you Negro Latino Native Americans to death. Because you don't want to take heed to what's going on in Babylon the Great. You don't want to take heed to what's going on globally, that America is about to be set up for this nuclear war, man, which is gonna lead to the destruction of this place, man.
Proverbs 16 and 4. The Lord hath made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
Even the wicked for the day of evil, man. And who's the wicked? Esau Edom, man. He's made him ready for what? To go out here and slay you niggas, man. He made Esau for this purpose. He was made for this purpose, man. Even when you go back to the history of atrocities that they done to our people in this land, the Most High set Esau Edom up for that, man. That was his whole purpose on earth, man. To bring forth the sword upon our people, man. For why? For being rebellious, man. And he's gonna do the same thing over.
Everyone that a kind of heart is abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he should not be unpunished.
Don't hand on the hand, you should not go unpunished. Like we was going into, you sell out niggas that think you good, that think you got a position of culpability in this society. When all hell break loose, Esau's gonna turn on your ass too, man. He's gonna show his true nature, man. That he's not to be trusted, man. The scripture say, trust not thy enemy. And you niggas that took the bag, trusted Esau, that's gonna lead your ass to destruction, man.
This is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiastes chapter 5, and they talking in verse 2, and it reads, follow not thy own mind and thy own strength to walk in thy ways of thy heart. And say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord, Yahweh Shemel will surely revenge thy pride.
And that's what, but is that not the spirit of the
That's the mindset of these people.
Yep.
Who shall control me for my works? I control my own destiny. I can do what I want. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. That's the spirit of these people in the society.
I have free will.
I got free will. It says, for the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. It says, say not I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord Yahweh Shemel is long suffering. He will in no wise let you go. So you ain't gonna get away.
Nah, you ain't no getting away.
Nobody gets away, man.
Have they ever? No. The Most High always let He's build the tower, as you know in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter, 11 verse.
Look at the world of look at the world during the time of Noah. All that pride and wickedness that was going on during that time. Nobody got away, right? He flooded the earth. You know? You see what I'm saying?
Real quick, hold that phone real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Woo, see that great pride, man. Pride goes for destruction, the scripture says. But see, we live in a society where they don't feel like they gotta humble down. You know, I can do what I want. Who gonna stop me? Right?
The God's judgment.
The Lord said He gonna surely revenge that pride. That's what we waiting on, man. Because this society gotta go, man. Right? This is a abomination. Right? Talking about God bless America. You out here in mind.
He condemned this place. You know what I'm saying? He set this place up for the destruction, man. This is a destruction. This is a nuclear waste that we're living in very soon, man.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
And that's Jake, man. His own ways seem right unto him, man. In his own eyes, right? Keep going.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
But the end thereof are the ways of death, man. If you following out the ways of your own vain opinion, it's going to lead you to destruction, man. As the brother always bring out, evil suspicion overthrew their judgment, man. Because you're not trying to, because you think, well, the ways of the Heavenly Father is grievous unto you, it's going to lead you getting killed out here, man.
Proverbs 8:36. And he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that love me, all that hate me, love death. Proverbs 8:36. And he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
He said, all that hate me love death, man. And then have you not seen that amongst our people? Life and death is in the power of the tongue, and you see that amongst these Jake rappers, man. That culture, that lifestyle they push out, they hate the Lord. That's anti-Mashiach, the spirit that they push amongst our people, man. And what did the Lord do? He put their ass to death on the spot, man. You got niggas, when live came along, you got niggas getting put to death on live, man. that was judgment of the Lord, man.
Streaming to get shot the fuck up.
Got streamed just to get shot up that day, man. You went live to be live in the spirit world, man.
Nigga went live to go flexing his money and then got robbed and shot on camera.
Yep, camera still rolling and shit, he leaking and shit. Hey, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. Can you get Ecclesiastes 8:11? We quoted.
Yeah, social media ruined it.
Yeah. Oh man, that was the pinnacle of pride right there.
It ruins society altogether. And Esau knows that. That's why when you watch on Netflix The Social Dilemma, it details how social media brought forth the decline of society, man.
Yeah.
Depression rose up, narcissism rose, you know.
Relationships
They
destroyed.
Yeah. Everybody got relationship goals based off of fucking, lie.
Yeah.
Well, and suicide rates went up, man. Because
Yeah.
people want to be like somebody else and shit.
Yeah.
They envying all these other damn people and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
because those likes are equated to dopamine.
Yep.
People thirst after likes. If they don't get likes, they get depressed. That's why these teenagers commit suicide. They overdose on drugs, right? Because that social media is an actual like drug.
Demons.
It's a demon. It's actually demon. Because Because you asking people the last time, all the people that have social media, how long you been without social media? They couldn't find it.
They can't be without their phone.
Nope.
That lets you know. Yeah, that's all they on is Instagram, TikTok,
Exactly.
Facebook.
That's why the internet got to go.
Yeah, it got
Because when the internet go, oh man, these people gonna lose.
They don't know how to live in
their
reality no more, man.
minds. Right. People can't even have conversations, man. You try to talk to people,
Yeah,
people
they-
all weird and shit.
When we talk about social anxiety.
Yeah, man. Because these people, ultimately, man, they don't know how to function in real life no more, man. You know? But this is Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Man is being set into the do evil.
Because the Lord ain't judge them right away. These niggas feel like they winning, man. I'm up one. That's how Jake feel, man. Because he's been doing his wickedness and increasing in wicked, and he hasn't got judged. He feel like he's doing right in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. He's doing right in the eyes of the people, not knowing that he's leading to a path of destruction, man. That is noise pollution, man.
They have a saying, it ain't sinning if you will.
Yeah. That's Jake.
Oh, this is my brother.
Verse 12. Though it sinneth to the 100, it's like though it sinneth to evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged.
And we see that, man. We like, damn, we saw out here winning. These niggas out here winning, man. When they gonna get judged, Lord? The Lord's just letting that tab just build up, man. Just like the DA be building that tab on these niggas, the RICO charges and shit. Yeah, he about to hit you with the RICO, man. All you niggas, man.
And his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh Shah.
So the Most High got him appointed to wrath at a appointed time. Just like he saw Edom, man. It's a specific day that the Most High is going to judge him. Right. He just letting him get to the height of his pride before he give him that ultimate fall.
And it's beautiful, man, how the Lord allowed this pride in America to this climax like this, man. Because people walk around like they're invincible.
Pride got shit on me.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty behind it. So when the Lord brings the judgment and start killing these niggas, then it's gonna be like, oh, woe is me, woe is me. Yeah. You know? But you said only God can judge me. But when he judges you, you're gonna be found guilty.
Yeah.
Exactly what you asked for.
You're gonna get exactly what you asked for.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty behind it, man. So let these people have at it.
Yeah, man. That's why, Lord, that woe is me spirit. Nah, man. Lord, he said spirit. He said he's not gonna spare none of you Jakes, man. In the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
Yeah, let them have it, man.
Let him have at it.
Hey, matter of fact, like you said earlier, because the scripture tell us to don't be vexed for the wicked. Psalms 37 verses 1 and 2. Get that right. Just add what you said.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 1. It says, fret not thyself because of evildoers.
Right, the Lord said, fret not thyself because of evildoers. That word fret goes back to become emotionally vexed or stressed out. So the Lord is telling you, don't fret thyself because of evildoers, because you see wickedness winning right now.
Yeah.
The Lord said, don't worry about them, because the Lord has a plan for them. All this pedophilia, sex trafficking, all this weirdoism, transformism, sodomy, okay? All this stuff that's going on in the society that's exalted, all right, that's promoted. The Lord said, don't fret thyself because of evildoers. Go ahead.
Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
Right, the Lord said, don't be envious against the workers of iniquity. Go ahead.
It says, for they shall soon be cut down.
Yeah, you see that? All this shit that you see that's in contrary, that's anti-Messiah, is about to be cut down, man. Go ahead.
Like the grass and wither as the green herb.
Right, like the grass and wither, like the green herb, man. So these niggas are about to get cut down, man.
Yep. Yep.
Right, they're gonna get mowed down, man.
Yep. Very, very soon.
Anymore?
God, it says, trust in the Lord and do good.
Yep.
So shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
Hey, all you sincere believers out there, hey, continue to trust in the Lord. This shit, this wickedness, this which is real terror, this terror that's going on in America is gonna come to an end, man. Yep. Just keep holding on to your faith in the Lord, man. Right? Go ahead.
I'm going to jump down.
Yeah,
Verse 9.
do your thing.
It says, for evildoers shall be cut off,
See? But evildoers shall be cut off. Go ahead.
but those that wait upon upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth.
Right, but those that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh shall inherit the earth. Looking that up in Matthew the 5th chapter, the Lord said that the meek shall inherit the earth. That's right. Go ahead.
It says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be.
See? Yet, just wait. Just have patience.
Be patient.
Yet a little while, and the wicked ain't even going to exist. Go ahead.
It said, yet thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be.
Yeah, you're going to consider this place, and America's going to be gone.
Out of here.
All right? Right?
Yeah.
Here today, gone tomorrow, like a dream passed away in the night, man. Anymore?
It says, but the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
The meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace, which is what? True rest. The kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
Verse 12, the wicked plotteth against the just,
Yep.
and gnasheth upon him with his teeth.
See that? The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. That's his power. And what is he doing now? He's trying to come against anybody that knows they're Israelites.
Yep.
He's trying to come against anybody that's exposed in the 48ers of who they truly are. Anybody that's calling out sodomy, pedophilia, sex trafficking.
Oh, now he got what, C hips?
Yeah.
Label
Anti-Semitic conspiracy theories,
Yeah.
man. And you can't even talk about
making up shit.
you can't even talk about pedophilia and sex trafficking. Hey, they hit me for cyberbullying.
Yeah.
When I brought out the lesson about how sex trafficking is major business in America, a $10 billion industry, man,
Yep.
where they snatch these little kids off the street and they sell them to pedophiles, man.
Yep.
Right? That goes on heavy out here, man.
Yep.
And guess who's involved? The military, the police force,
CIA,
the
FBI.
Congress, people in Congress, presidents, they all involved in this shit,
What
man.
was it? The FBI, CIA, they had what was it, child pornography or some shit?
Yeah,
like
on their
that?
computers and
Yeah,
shit.
what the fuck?
And what was the outrage behind that?
That shit got sold right on the road. That's the place wicked.
Come on, this place is wicked as hell.
It says, verse 13, the Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is come.
Right,
It's
right,
coming.
right. The Lord shall laugh at him, like the video we did the lesson on, going to Elon Musk, Neuralink Nightmare.
Yep.
In the video, the chick was breaking down that the employees that worked under Musk, they were pushed to hurry up to try to develop this technology fast as hell. Fuck the animals up, kill the animals and shit. Why? Because he knows his time is short. They got to go ahead and get those digital implants rolling.
He has bounds when he has a bounds in the corner.
Yeah.
Yep. Verse 14, Psalms 37:14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent his bow.
Yeah, see, he's drawing out the sword. He's coming up with the hate speech laws, the demonization. He's coming with the persecution, his media. That's part of his sword.
He come with the whole slander campaign.
Exactly.
And it said, the wicked have drawn out his sword and have bent his bow to cast down the poor and needy.
Yeah, which is us. We represent the poor and needy. Go ahead.
And to slay such as be of upright
And
conversation.
to slay them that be of upright conversation, which is us, the prophets. We hold the upright conversation, which is ultimately the truth. It's what God understand. So they want to slay us for telling the truth. Have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yep. The scripture say he had made it a pillar of the word.
That's it.
He's basically going to demonize us for coming out of the Bible, man. He's going to make us like the problem of the earth because we're reading his judgment according to the book, man.
Yeah, that's why he tried to get rid of the Bible. That's why he ultimately gave you plantation Christianity, where you had this nigga stripped majority of the Bible out and gave you all the scriptures of being obedient to your master, being in servitude, right? Because they didn't want you jakes to find out the truth.
Yep. Verse 15, their sword shall enter into their own heart,
See?
and their bows shall be broken.
See that? Because the scriptures also say that he digged himself his own pit. His own ditch.
Right.
Matter of fact, get that real quick. That's in Psalm the 7th chapter. Start at 9 and read down. All the way to the end, it's like a short chapter. We'll start at Psalm 7, and start at verse 9 and read down.
This is Psalm chapter 7 and verse 9. It says, oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come into an end.
Right, that's the spirit we in.
Yep.
Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end. How long, O Lord?
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
But establish the just,
But establish the just. Read on.
for the righteousness of Yahweh tried of the hearts and the reins.
And the reins.
Reins. My defense is Yahweh, which saveth the upright in heart.
Right, see? He gonna save the upright in heart. He gonna save those that have the upright conversation. Read on.
And it says, Yahweh judges the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
See, the Most High is angry with the wicked every day. You niggas talking about some God bless America, man. You out your damn mind, man. The Lord, the God of the Bible is angry with the wicked every day. The scriptures also say there is no peace to the wicked.
That's right.
Read on.
If he turn not, he will whet his sword.
Yep.
He have bent his bow
Yep.
and made it ready.
Yeah, he have bent his bow and have made it ready. Right, which is those missiles. All right?
And the missiles,
Come
all
on,
the
man.
various things lead to the sword.
That's it.
All these various things that the brothers going into, all this leads to the blessing of Esau Edom, man. And mainly what is that sword, man. And it says, verse 13. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death.
Yeah.
He ordained his arrows against the persecuted.
Yeah, that's the missiles, man. Yep. That's the end game of this place, man. Right? Which we see in what? The Karagma, all right, on its Main Street. We're seeing the famine, all right? And then what? You're hearing the echoes of World War III. Vladimir Putin has those nuclear missiles ready. The nuclear missiles are part of Bible prophecy. That's going to destroy America, man.
Here we go. Just posted on Twitter a picture of that smoking cigar with a big ass profile in the background, pretty much saying he ready to defend.
See? Hey, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Right? Go ahead, huh?
Behold, he traveled with iniquity, and he have conversed mischief and brought forth falsehood.
Yeah, that's everything that's being pushed throughout society. It's nothing but mischief and falsehood. Lies, abomination, degeneracy, defilement, wickedness, man. Right? That's everything that's being pushed by this damn devil. Go ahead.
He had made a pit and digged it.
See, he had made a pit and digged it. Go ahead.
And it says, it is fallen into the ditch which he hath made.
And he has fallen into the ditch which he has made. So all these snares and traps that this devil got set up for the righteous, he gonna fall right into. And ultimately, it's gonna be what? By his own sword. He didn't live by the sword, shall die by the sword.
That's
Man.
right.
And it says, his mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate.
See that? And the paint is the top of your skull. So everything that this devil is trying to do, that's doing, it's all gonna turn and bite him in his ass. Right? This is why he's trying to move fast into getting rid of Jacob. That's why he's trying to eradicate the bloodline of Jacob, man. You know?
I will praise Yahweh according to his righteousness, and will I sing a praise unto the name of the Lord of the Most High.
That's right. That's it, man. So we're going to continue to praise Yahweh because we know in the end he's going to vindicate the righteous, man. All right? He's not going to allow Esau to totally defile the Lord's woman. All right? The Lord said what? Zechariah the 8th chapter. All right? That I was jealous for Zion with a great jealousy, man. So we know, we got faith that when this shit really go down and this devil come down with that wrath, the Lord is going to intervene, man.
We're going to win in the end, man.
We're going to win in the end, man. You know? So there ain't no, hey, there's nothing to fear, man. You know? Everybody's got anything else? You know?
Hey, Abarat is our Lord willing. This lesson was edified in the spirit, man. We want to close it out by saying, Call Allah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostle, Evan's great deal, some who well. Peace and salutation, all the oculars pushing this truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Shalom. From Yasharallah.
Shalom, Yasharallah.
Bob.
Shalom.